Good evening, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So, today we have my second demo for the Otome Games Celebration event. This one is called Lover's Enigma, or Koibito no Nazo. You will find links for this specific game and for the Steam event as a whole in the description box below. And this one is a mystery game. So let's get on into it, shall we? Hello Nick, how are you doing? New game. My name is... Ooh, I need to name myself this time. There is no default name here. Well, in that case, my name is Kalla. Yeah, the graphic style is quite distinct, isn't it? Ever since I was young, my mother's voice dictated my fate. Every word a reminder that my future was a tapestry woven from family obligations. Hello, Drag. How you doing? The pinnacle of this was my arranged marriage to Kazuki. A budding... Sorry, I'm very distracted by the fact we have live 2D sprites, or CGs, I guess, in this case. Which I did know from the Steam page, but it is very cool. A budding journalist my mother had met at a coffee shop. Lucky for her, he was in his late 20s too and looking to settle down. Reluctance gnawed at me, but I accepted. More to quieten my mother's persistence than out of any real desire. Love for Kazuki never blossomed, yet his friendship became a comforting presence, his kindness a balm for my uncertain heart. Then, just weeks after our wedding, he died. Suicide, they said. But something about the way he died, the timing, felt wrong. Terribly wrong. Yep, what can I do? I'm an actor in a play, stuck in a role I never chose. Every move and word feels scripted by someone else, and no matter how hard I try, I can't escape the part I'm supposed to play. It's been 40 minutes. All you hear is the relentless sound of your mother's voice. Mum, I really don't think I'm ready for this. Nonsense, dear. You're not getting any younger, and it's high time you moved on. Besides, Ryota seems like a nice young man, and he's been asking about you. I know, but I still feel like something's missing, like I haven't properly said goodbye. Oh, sweetheart, always stuck in the past, aren't you? You need to stop dwelling on what's gone and start thinking about your future. Ryota could be a good opportunity for you. It's not just about Ryota, Mum. There's something off about Kazuki's death, I can feel it. Here we go again with your wild theories. The police investigated and they found nothing. You need to accept reality, Kalla, and stop living in a fantasy world. But what if there's more to it than what they found? What if Kazuki's death wasn't an accident? Enough! I won't entertain your delusions anymore. You need to focus on being a proper wife and daughter, not chasing ghosts. Yes, Mum. Good. Now I'll talk to you later. And remember, keep yourself together. We can't have any more embarrassing incidents like last time. Embarrassing incidents, huh? Also, I assume that all of the words that are floating up here are thoughts. That is my assumption. Yeah, this game is not censoring words. That's true. You sigh and stare at the phone for a moment before glancing around the room. Your gaze wanders over to the shrine in the corner, its eerie presence casting a shadow over the otherwise mundane surroundings. Maybe Mum's right. Maybe I'm just seeing things. But I can't shake this feeling that something's not right. I can't hear myself think. You approach the shrine, a mixture of fear and determination coursing through your veins. As you reach out to touch his death photo, a chill runs down your spine. You can't shake the feeling you're being watched. Day 1. You don't have to walk me back home every day. It's no big deal. But still, going out of your way like this... I know you said you're okay with the whole still testing the waters kind of agreement, but I can't help but feel bad about it. You hesitate for a moment, trying not to sound too patronizing. Anyways, thank you. I should head back. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Ryota's expression is still as unchanging as ever. I said it's fine. It's not a bother, really. I'm just making sure you get home safely. Oh, well, in that case... Ryota's chuckle feels forced. As I look at him, I notice his smile doesn't reach his eyes. Great, so same time tomorrow? Alright, thank you. Ryota looks at you and gives you that same unreadable smile before waving goodbye. You can't help but feel a pang of guilt and uncertainty as you watch him walk away. He probably doesn't want to get too involved with me anyways. I know he's just trying to be nice, but he's better off with someone with less baggage. Especially with everything that happened with Kazuki. You sigh softly, feeling the weight of your own problems. Maybe I should talk to Mum about using up on her matchmaking. The free roaming section of the game begins now. You can explore the town from 8 PM to 11 PM. Ooh! During this time, you'll have the chance to interact with the male leads scattered across the map, as well as engage in side interactions with various townsfolk. However, it looks like the male leads already have something planned for you today, so enjoy your time exploring. Just don't stay out too late. You wouldn't want to make Mum angry. Okay. So we get to look around, huh? Riverside, Temple, Upper Street, Pharmacy, Lower District. Riverside sounds fun. Ooh. I assume... Ooh. I was going to say, I assume it'll be obvious if there's something I can interact with. There's something. What's this? The shrine by the riverside has been there since forever. It's quiet and quaint. Would you like to leave an offering? Sure. Why not, pray? You throw a few 100 yen coins into the offering box. You feel a little better, or at least that's what you tell yourself. Sanity increased. Oh, we have a sanity bar. Okay, what about the neighboring district? Ooh, a library. Library. The library is quiet. There's a book you can read about the city's past. XXX town in XXX prefecture used to be under the feudal lord by the name of... unintelligible. The family was influential in the political sphere during the Meiji era, but the sudden death of the young master caused the family to fall into ruin. Some say his death was no accident, while others say there were supernatural things at play. Well, that's enough reading for today. So I'm guessing this one's also going to be a shrine. Cinema? I'm guessing this increments in like 20-minute increments every time I do something. The cinema is closed for today. There seems to be a notice on the door. We are currently closed for today and tomorrow to prepare for the first preview of the new movie, XXXX. Okay, no, it's 10-minute increments even. I was not paying attention. Let's go to Upper Street. To the cafe. As you walk back home, you pass by a familiar cafe. The empty croissant wrapper that once contained a croissant from Yoko remains still tucked neatly inside your bag. For a moment, you consider going in to thank her. Oh, the library took 30 minutes, did it? Ah, yeah, that's why, because I only checked after the first two and I was like, well, 40 minutes have gone by. But seeing how busy the cafe is, you decide against it. Maybe you can come back tomorrow. Alright, what else have we got? We've got a sweets shop. It seemed to be closed today. Maybe you should visit the old lady that runs this place tomorrow. She was always kind to you, and it's been a while since you talked to her. Everything seems to be closed today. Alley. The alleyway looks dark and musty. Ooh. Ooh, is that a cat? It looks like it might be a cat. It's a cat! There's a strange cat here. Yep, pet the cat, absolutely. Meow. Affection with Miyabi increased. Yay! We got affection points. Can I do that multiple times? I'm gonna find out. Can I pet the cat again? Yes. Right, I should really go do something else, otherwise I'm just going to sit and pet the cat forever. Who knows if Miyabi is just the cat? Actually, let's look. I wonder if there's information on here. On the phone. What's it? Who's in the contacts? What happens if I click on them? Boop. It all appears to not be in English. Task list. Ah! We have a task to leave incense at the shrine. Yeah, I did have to change the game's language out of Russian when I started it. So gifts. Emails. Ah, you can look at the history of there. Cool. Let's save and load, I think. It's kind of difficult to read against the background when it's not right in front of my face. We've got settings, gallery. Strange office. This place seems shady. And there's faint music playing from beyond the door. It's really late. I better head home before Mum gives me a mouthful. Lower district. Police station, convenience store. Let's go to the combini. Eee. You want to enter the convenience store, but there are a group of drunkards blocking the way. They seem to be yelling at the clerk. It's best if you avoid them. It's wait. Oh, yeah, we did lose all of our time, didn't we? Where is home? Is home in the apartments? It is, okay. You walk down the corridor to your apartment. As you pass by your neighbour's unit, you hear a loud thud coming from the room inside. Then a scuttle of footsteps shortly after. The door clicks open, and you see a familiar yet sporadic silhouette pop out from behind the door. You. Oh, Before you can say anything else, he cuts you off. Can you stop leaving your trash outside? And when you leave the house during the day, you're always so noisy. I know you have nothing better to do, but some people have things to do, you know. He gives you that stupid look on his face, reminiscent of a certain 2008 anime. You want to yell at him and call him a stupid Nagu. But you're an adult, and even though he's short and rude, he should be able to reason like one too. I'm sorry, I'll try not to be too loud next time. You expect him to continue berating you, but his expression softens. Seems as though he too was expecting some sort of resistance from you. Yeah, you'd better. And looks at you for a moment, a hint of defensiveness in his gaze, before reluctantly nodding his head and closing the door behind him. What a strange guy. I barely see him, and when I do, he lectures me. Whatever. Can't let some weirdo ruin my day. Alright, we'd better go home. You finally enter your apartment. A groan escapes from your lips as you're finally able to kick off your shoes and collapse, exhausted, onto the couch. Why do I always have to deal with weirdos? Excuse me a second. my voice just tried to disappear. Why do I always have to deal with weirdos after a long day of work? Speaking of work, I can't deal with it anymore. There's too much going on. Everyone looks at me with that same pitiful yet annoyed expression. They gossip about me behind my back, yet every time they see me, they offer some unnecessary advice. It would be so much easier if they just told me straight to my face that I'm weak. And Ryota, he's definitely not happy about this arrangement. And Kazuki, his death. I just need to keep it together, somehow, and then I'll be fine. I can't fall apart now, not yet. Not with everyone waiting for me to fall. Maybe they're right. Maybe I am weak. Maybe I deserve their looks, their gossip. Maybe I deserve all of it. No, not again. No, that one's real. It's real, or it's not. What is... No, please, not again. Hello, anyone home? Yes, coming. You rush over to the door, opening it frantically, in hopes of ignoring the strange noises coming from your apartment again. Hello, sorry for the noise, what? No, who is it? Hello! Your eyes widen in surprise at this weirdo's sudden dramatic entrance. A mix of confusion and skepticism on your face. What? Can I help you? Ha! The vibes from your home are not immaculate. I can already sense the bad spirits squirming around your abode. But no matter. I am Otome Haruki, exorcist extraordinaire, at your service. You blink, taken aback by Haruki's grandiose introduction. You were shaken up before, but now you're just simply perplexed? Who the hell is this guy? Exorcist? Haruki pauses for a moment, seemingly as though analysing you a bit, his face showing a momentary tinge of shock. Yeah, did we hire you? Did our mum hire you? Then he shakes his head, as if to shrug off the thought before continuing on with his introduction. Indeed, your esteemed mother has employed my services to assist with the spiritual disturbances plaguing this dwelling. Ah, right. It is, Mum. Your skepticism grows as you eye Haruki warily. And you're sure you can handle it? Fear not, fair maiden, my reputation precedes me. While some may doubt my methods, I assure you I possess genuine spiritual prowess. Doubt fills your mind, but at this point, is embracing a bit of spiritual fanfare really the worst idea you've had? She wanted us not to chase ghosts. Well, maybe she figured if she sent us an exorcist, it would stop us chasing ghosts. I don't know. Well, I suppose it can't hurt to give it a try. Haruki beams at you, his smile shrewd yet unreadable. Excellent! With your cooperation, we shall banish these troublesome spirits post-haste. Now, shall we begin? You hesitate, staring at this strange man once again. Alright, maybe letting some weirdo into your house isn't really the best idea. Actually, I appreciate your offer, but I think it might be better if you come back another time. I need some time to prepare myself for your methods. Haruki's smile falters, but he nods, reluctantly accepting your request. I understand, dear client, though I must say the spirits may not be so patient. But if it is your wish, I shall honour it. Until next time, then. Yeah, definitely not letting a weird exorcist into my house at 11 p.m. Just like that, the exorcist disappears as mysteriously as he had appeared. You close the door and turn back into your apartment, trying to steady your breath. As the silence settles, a sudden tremor courses through the room. The furniture rattles, and that unsettling croaking noise fills the air again, sending a shiver down your spine. Who says he's an exorcist and not a vampire? Yeah. Right? Let's have him turn up in the light instead. Then we can be sure he's not a vampire, right? If he turns up during the day. I thought it would be gone by now, but it's still happening. Now, what was it? I need to check my phone. Oh no, crap! I must have forgotten to leave the incense out for Kazuki. No, damn it! As you approach the shrine, it begins to shake violently. Kazuki's death photo slips off the altar. Maybe we did need that exorcist after all, because I think we're very, very haunted. You race to the shrine, your heart pounding in your chest. This is the slot machine. You need 3 matches to win. But if your sanity is high, you only need 2 to match. Okay. Press the spacebar to start playing, or click on the lever. I'm going to click on the lever. Boop. Look at the little jackpot though, that's cool. Yay, we did it! You manage to catch the photo just in time, clutching it tightly as you stare at it. Your heart still beating loudly in your chest. Surprised at your own reflexes, you gaze at the photo longingly, wondering if some divine intervention had guided your hand. You take a deep breath, trying to collect your scattered thoughts. With trembling hands, you carefully place the photo back on the mantel. Stepping back, you let your eyes linger on the image, your heart heavy with a mix of confusion and longing. The room feels eerily quiet, the silence amplifying the turmoil in your mind. Kazuki? Shit. I'm losing it again. It's not good. I need to calm down. What did she tell me? What was it? The bathroom? Yes. I have to get to the bathroom. Normally, you would get actual help in order to keep yourself together. But that's not an option for you, at least not now. So, this is the next best thing in keeping things under wraps. In this rhythm-based game, your goal is to match the beat by pressing the arrow keys at the right time. Okay, arrow keys. I'm going to move my T out of the way. Arrow icons will appear on screen in sync with the music. Hit the corresponding arrow key just when it lines up with the target zone. The more accurately you hit the keys, the higher your score. Keep calm and steady your heartbeat. And remember, suppress it. Got quite fast towards the end. Thanks for the translation there, Drag. Okay, I'm fine. I'm good. It's under control. My head hurts. I should go to bed. As you enter your bedroom, you fumble for the light switch in the dark. Your hand brushes against a sharp edge on your nightstand and you feel a sudden stinging pain. Uh-oh. You pull your hand back quickly, but it's too late. A small deep cut begins to bleed. What sharp object is on the nightstand? Shit! You grab a nearby towel and wrap it around your hand, pressing deep into the cut, trying to stop the bleeding. Your vision blurs a little as you wince from the pain. That looks an awful lot like an eye. But you swear you see a weird symbol form amidst the blood splatter. Boyfriends, husbands, exorcists, even the stupid apartment. Seriously, I wish Mom would stop meddling with my business and making me do all this for her. Just as you say that, your phone buzzes. From the glow of your screen, you read the words, 3 unread messages from Mum. I'm exhausted. I need to sleep. I can't deal with anything anymore. As you lie on the bed, your head swirls with the afterthoughts of today. Mothers, ghosts, boyfriends, husbands, duty, sins, choice, and most importantly, you. Do your choices matter? You can't help but worry about yourself. You can sense that things are changing, and no matter what you do, you can't stop it. You don't want to sleep just yet. There's so many things to do. But your eyes give out as you lay there on your bed. Your thoughts are finally quieting down, and all you hear is the same resounding sound of drums. Day 2. Ooh. Drums in the deep panic. Yeah, we can head home from here. I'd rather not take up too much more of your time, Ryota. It's not a problem for me to escort you back. Oh, well, it's just that I have to get some stuff on the way home. Dinner and such. I won't insist then. Have a safe walk home, Kalla. Ryota leaves, heading towards the cafe. Maybe he's just visiting Yoko before going home. From Mum. Your heart rate was unnaturally high last night. What do I keep telling you? Keep yourself together, Kalla. Just follow your routine and it will be okay. Just remember to do as I say. How does Mum have access to my heart rate data? Yeah, right? How much is Mum monitoring? Why can't she mind her own business? Whatever, I still have other things I need to do. Tasks. General. Gotta keep my sanity high. Temple. Get incense for Kazuki. Shrine. Leave incense for Kazuki. Bathroom. Do your daily routine. Convenience store. Visit the store. Sweet shop. Visit Granny. Cafe. Thank Yoko for croissant. Okay, we have a lot of things. We need to go to the temple. Anyway, I should get some offerings for Kazuki's shrine before going home. Thankfully, the temple is still open at this hour. Free roaming is now available again. You can explore the town from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. During this time, you'll find the male leads scattered across the map, along with various side interactions with the townsfolk. However, they won't wait forever. Some interactions will disappear after a certain time, so choose wisely. Additionally, any interactions involving the main characters will automatically advance time by an hour. Plan your night carefully. Okay. So if we interact with a love interest, it'll cost us an hour. Right, we need to go to the temple. Speaking of love interests, as you approach the temple, you see Haruki being hastily escorted out by an irate monk. Seriously, stop handing out your business cards to people trying to pray. This is a holy ground, not a business conference. Haruki, unperturbed by the monk's anger, tries to defend himself as he's pushed to the exit. Whoa, your boy on the grind for that bread, you get me? I'm an actual exorcist, I'm here to help. That's enough. We've had it with your antics. Leave before I call the police again. Jeez, I'm doing what's called marketing, alright? People need my help, and I'm not going to stop spreading the word. I'm gonna let them deal with that. let's not get involved. As you stand by, observing the scene, Haruki catches sight of you and grins cheerily. Ah, a witness to my magnificence! You must vouch for me, dear client. This common man cannot perceive the ultimate force of my spiritual power. I was trying not to get involved here. But he's a monk who's had years of spiritual training. And I've taken a 30-day masterclass in exorcisms. Clearly, we're both qualified. A 30-day masterclass in exorcisms. Hello, card. It is. It is an Otome game. It's just mysterious and creepy. There are love interests, and I believe this Well, everyone with a face is one, I believe. Are you comparing years of dedicated training and discipline to your online workshop? Hey, every legend has to start somewhere. Plus, I have a certificate and everything. Now I'm more glad that we didn't let him in last night. I'm not sure this is actually an exorcist. Is it one of those online certificates that you print out yourself? It's legit, okay? Just because I took a modern approach doesn't mean I'm not effective. Why am I even arguing with you? Modern approach or not, this is sacred ground and it deserves respect. I respect it. I just think there's room for both ancient wisdom and new techniques. I'm here to help people in my own very effective and very real way. Why am I even bothering with this? Just get out. Hey, I thought monks were supposed to be all about compassion and understanding. And come on, if I don't hustle and promote myself, who will? It's part of my charm. This is a place of tranquility, not a stage for your antics. I'm going to call the police if you don't leave. All right, I'll dial it back. You have to admit, a bit of charisma can lighten up even the most sacred space. A monk sighs, and you swear he might just break his vow of non-violence, but he just ushers Haruki out of the temple grounds with an exasperated wave. Can I get the incense I was trying to get? Outside, Haruki waves you over with a cheeky grin. Well, that was something. You've got to admit I really know how to stir things up. Yeah, you definitely make an impression. But maybe next time try not to get kicked out. Deal. But hey, it's all part of the adventure, right? Anyway, dear client, what brings you to this sacred ground? Surely you didn't just come to witness my flair. I came to get some stuff for Kazuki. What a kind-hearted wife! How commendable! Though I must add a little note, simply bringing gifts might not suffice to appease all spirits, especially those of the rather malevolent kind. He's probably not an evil spirit. Probably. I see. Forgive my choice of words, dear client. The world of spirits is vast and often misunderstood. Even benign spirits can have their own complexities and dangers. It's just that he is a little different. His ghost, if you will, has a different aura to it. Whatever is haunting your house, it's not a simple spirit. It's something that has been festering for years, even. You're only saying that to sell me more of your services, aren't you? Ye of little faith! I would love to show you more of my abilities, Kalla. This time I am being quite serious. Whatever's going on in your home is quite unique. As much as I enjoy the eccentricities of the unknown, your house guest is not something to be taken lightly. Thanks for the concern, I guess? I didn't think you'd be so accepting of my deductions. Are you finally growing to trust me and my spiritual prowess? Don't push it. So sorry. But as long as you know that I do genuinely care, that's enough for me. Anyways, I would love to stay and chat, but duty calls. Remember to contact me if anything happens. I'll be off. With a dramatic flourish of his coat, Haruki turns and heads down the temple steps, disappearing into the bustling streets. You watch him go, a mix of amusement and reassurance setting in. Despite his eccentricities, Haruki's presence feels undeniably comforting. Right, I'd better go get Kazuki's incense while I'm here. Hey. Okay. Well, we need to go to the combini. Sanity increased. We haven't had a sanity decrease yet. And I'm guessing it can't actually increase over 100. Affection with Haruki increased. Right. The combini was over here, I think? Oh, there's someone to interact with at the combini as well. So I'm guessing basically if I go to a place that's got someone next to it, I do that interaction. We can afford another interaction with one of the main characters. Actually, first I'm gonna go pet a cat, okay? The cat is at the same spot again, but this time he seems friendlier. Pet the cat! The cat seems satisfied at your pats. Affection with Miyabi increased. Okay. Now I'll go and interact with a human. Watch the cat turn out to be an eldritch horror. Yes, but even if it turns out to be an eldritch horror, at least it likes us. Ren gives the door a blank look. Welcome. Oh. His face twists up in disgust. It's you. Look, just get what you need and go home. I don't need you to make a mess at my job, too. I'm not a messy person. None of that is my fault. Ren rolls his eyes. Sure it isn't. Get what you want and get out. After picking up the items that you needed, you head back to the counter to purchase them. Ren begins to scan your items silently. He paused scanning and silently looks at the air freshener among your items and gives you an approving look. You look at him, confused at his actions. Well, I mean, Nick, sometimes the cat does turn out to be a love interest in disguise. I believe that's the case in Utano Prince-sama. And sometimes it's an animal that isn't the cat. This isn't the worst thing you could have bought. It's the brand I always get. He appears almost bashful at the admission, as if he has shared a massive secret. Seemingly realizing the strangeness of his statement, he hastily scans the rest of your items without saying another word. He points at the cash register's display. Yeah, let's just pay and leave. He lets you go silently. As you head towards the exit, you hear a loud crash. Turning around, you see a customer standing amidst a toppled display. Ren, clearly irritated, clicks his tongue. Did you just click your tongue at me? You worthless brat, it's your sloppy work that caused this. What if I was injured, huh? It's not my job to deal with morons. What did you say to me? I'll report you to your manager, you. Report away. I'll clean it up. I'm not wasting my time arguing. You keep being mouthy with me and I'll fucking slug you. Custer inches close to Ren and points his finger in his face threateningly. Ren steps back, but realizes he's being backed against a wall as the customer corners him. Well, we're not just going to stand and watch this one. Hazuki deserves it, Ren doesn't. Seeing the customer's aggression, you decide to step in. Hey, how can you say such things? You're the one who should apologize. As you try to intervene, the customer, who you can see is clearly intoxicated, tries to swing at you. Oop. Boop. Right. Alright, we've got 2 out of 3. Yep. 3 out of 3. Yay! Serves you right. Ren takes the mop in his hand and continues to hit the already downed customer. Take that and that. Whack him with the mop. He deserves it. Ren, I think he's had enough. Fine. He tosses the mop aside in triumph. The customer drunkenly stumbles his way out, confused by the whole situation. Well, it's fine, he's still alive. Ren turns to look at you with a newfound respect. Huh. It was cool how you dodged that guy so quickly. Oh, what's that? I don't think I heard that first part quite clearly. You're saying how cool, amazing, and pretty I looked while standing up against that guy? So yes, he clearly ended up on the ground because we dodged him. Huh? I didn't say anything like that. It's just nice to hear some appreciation coming from you for once. Don't get used to it, but yeah, thanks, I guess. That could have gone a lot worse. No problem. Glad I could help. Plus, it was kind of fun seeing you swing that mop around. Yeah, it's called zoning, and you too, I guess. Aw, you do care. Don't make me regret saying that. Look, just, if you're free tomorrow after work, we should swing by the shop near the apartment, the one owned by that old granny. I'll pay back this favor. Are you asking me out on a date, Ren? What? No, I just owe you one, alright? Relax, I'm just teasing. I'll be there. Good, and, thanks again. Seriously. Anytime. Just try not to get into any more fights while I'm not around. Yeah, just get out of here before I change my mind about being grateful. With that, Ren gives you a nod of appreciation before turning back to his duties. You leave the store feeling accomplished, and got to see a cuter side of Ren to boot. Right, so sweet shop, cafe. The shrine is at home, I believe. Sanity increased. It hasn't decreased yet. Affection with Ren increased. It's really late. I better head home before Mum gives me a mouthful. Oof. Yep. I guess we're just going to skip the other things that we had on our list today and just do the things that are at home. I'm guessing since Mum has access to our heart rate, she probably also has access to our location, which is why it's better be back by 11 before Mum gets mad. As you step into your apartment, a knock echoes through the door. A voice calls from the other side. Hello? Is anyone home? Oh, it's him again. Now, with a resigned sigh, you approach the door. Oh, no. I assumed it was Hazuki again. With a resigned sigh, you approach the door. When you open it, you're met by a woman standing there, her hands clasped together in a formal manner. Have you found salvation through Hiroshi no Kami? Close the door, close the door. Salvation? What do you mean? Hiroshi no Kami, the Divine One, offers visions and guidance to those who see the truth. He is the light in the darkness, the savior of lost souls. You seem like someone searching for answers. Why not explore what he has to offer? I don't buy things at the door, and that includes religion. Go away. Embracing his guidance might bring you the balance and peace you need to keep things in order. After all, in the midst of chaos, true balance is found through the light of the divine. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks, I don't really want to. You try to close the door, but the cult member wedges her hand into the gap. Uh-oh. I understand your reluctance, but Hiroshi no Kami's light is too important to ignore. This path offers salvation and purpose, and turning away now means missing out on a profound truth. Please reconsider. Our door is always open, but the time to accept his guidance is now. Slam the door shut anyway. Yep. Alright. I appreciate your concern, but now is not really a good time. I'll definitely check it out again though. I understand it's not the best moment, but Hiroshi no Kami's guidance is essential. This opportunity to find balance and peace might not come again. Isn't your search for answers worth exploring? I'm really not interested right now. But think of the clarity and purpose you might gain. Just a brief visit could make a world of difference. I said no. I need to focus on other things at the moment. I see. Well, I'll respect your decision for now. I'll come back with more information if you're still unsure. Thank you for at least considering it. Remember, our door is always open. The woman bows deeply and, with a final lingering look, turns away, leaving you alone. Finally. Right, card? That is not respecting our decision. Please do not come back here again. Okay, right. We need to put the incense at the shrine. Boop. After a long day, you decide to visit Kazuki's shrine. Compared to the day before, it's still relatively neat. I should take care of him first. I hope this keeps you at peace for tonight once again. Maybe it's my imagination, but the air around the shrine feels a little colder, and the feeling of gratitude settles in my bones. You smile softly at the shrine. Good night, Kazuki. Ooh, let's tidy it. Work was tiring today. I'm sorry, Kazuki, but I'll do what I can. There, all better. Affection with Kazuki increased. Right. Well, we can't do these two right now, but bathroom. Bathroom. You're keeping it together pretty well, but there's no harm in making sure you're extra calm. Oop. Rhythm game time again. Funky vibe or meltdown. Let's have funky vibe. Ooh, difficulty levels. Easy, please. I'm missing a couple of these. I'm glad we don't have to deal with combo drops. Impressive, you have hit 91% of the total notes. Sanity increased. It still hasn't decreased yet. I'm worried about what would cause it to decrease. Alright, well, we can't do those two, but we've managed this one. I guess it's time to go to bed? Boop. You step inside and everything seems in place. The door clicks shut behind you. For a fleeting moment, peace settles in the air, and your mind drifts back to the day. At least you're not getting over sane. I wonder what the effects of being too sane would be. Whenever I'm with Haruki, his high energy makes me feel less tired, and he's surprisingly fun to be around. I don't know how Ren does it, but customer service is certainly not for the weak. I would get so tired after dealing with all those customers. And a soft, unexpected smile brushes your lips. Maybe things aren't so bad after all. Maybe not everything has to be difficult. But before the thought can settle, something stirs beneath your skin. Guilt, thick and alive, begins to bubble, crawling its way through your veins and towards your fingertips. Your hands tremble. You glance down. Was that a flicker? A slither beneath the surface? But how can you enjoy life when Kazuki's killer is still out there? You don't actually believe he committed suicide, do you? The accusation lingers, sinking its claws in. Your fingers find your nails and you begin to pick, anxiety bubbling up, choking your thoughts. No, you're already working on finding his killer, aren't you? Yet the doubt coils tighter. Are you making any progress? It whispers, persistent. Who gave you the right to smile, to feel any joy, when Kazuki is nothing more than ashes now? Your nails dig into your flesh, tearing at the guilt festering just beneath the surface. You claw at your skin, frantic, as if somehow you can scrape away the guilt, as if those phantom insects crawling beneath the surface will stop moving, will stop whispering. The scar on your hand throbs, sharp, biting, and suddenly the wound opens again, fresh blood dripping down your wrist. Your heart pounds, a drumbeat of dread. A knock echoes from the door, soft but familiar. The cult again? Panic seizes you and you run to the bathroom, desperate to escape, to wash away the dread crawling up your spine. You splash cold water on your face. As you glance in the mirror, something flickers behind you. A shadow, a presence. Your stomach twists violently, bile rises, and you hurl the day's lunch into the sink. That was a realistic noise. Then, without warning, the lights snap off. Darkness engulfs the room, thick and suffocating. The only sound is the low, menacing hum of the ventilator and the running water filling the void. And then footsteps. Thumping, scuttling. Someone is outside the bathroom door. Kalla? A voice calls out to you. Mom? No, it can't be. She's far away, too far to be here. You shake the thought away, but the thumping grows louder, and cold dread seeps into your bones. The wound on your hand bleeds more, pain shooting up your arm. Kazuki. You whisper a prayer, barely audible. I'm sorry, please. I'll find your killer, I swear. Your phone buzzes in the dark, cutting through the tension. A notification flashes. It's from your mum. Remember to call if you need help. Your heart clenches, a bitter laugh slipping from your lips. Fuck that! I'm not calling that bitch! But then a colder thought cuts through the fear. Who are you calling? Ooh, we can call someone. Okay. Ryota, Haruki, or writing to the dead. Or just leave. We can in fact call a lifeline. Who should I call? I mean, is there some kind of evil spirit outside the bathroom? Because I'm not sure I want to leave the bathroom. So I think I can cancel out the bottom one there. Should I call the exorcist? You'd call mum because you'd need to be babied. Yeah. Unfortunately, the MC's mum doesn't seem to be the babying type. Yeah, this feels like a job for an exorcist to me. Why can't we call Ren? Good question. Maybe running outside is the one that'll get us to Ren, since he lives next door, actually. I kind of like Ren. Out of all of them so far. So yeah, maybe just leave. Or maybe running out there is going to cause us to die. Who knows? Yeah, if we make it far enough, right? I think this is a job for an exorcist. Your hands trembled as you pulled your phone out to call the only person you knew who could deal with this. Ring, ring, click. Hello, dear client. Are those pesky spirits being restless again? Or perhaps they're moving things around your apartment. Fear not, for my services are always at your disposal. He was so taken aback by his precise knowledge of your predicament that the rest of his bombastic greeting went right over your head. How did you... Anyway, you're right. Things in my apartment were moved while I was at work. Were they? I didn't notice. I swear my apartment was empty and no one was home. When I got back, everything was a mess and something felt off. I didn't know what it was, but it felt supernatural, perchance. Please just come over and help me. Of course. I'll be there shortly, milady. Beep, beep, beep. Despite how odd he is, I can't help but feel reassured. The chill of the apartment sends shivers down your spine. And so, partly against your better judgment, you step out of your apartment to wait for Haruki to arrive. When the steady tapping of Haruki's shoes finally echoed down the hallway, the sun has already started setting. I would hope so. It's past 11 p.m. He waves at you before grasping the doorknob and opening the door with a flourish. After a brief moment, he pauses in the doorway, turns, and gives me a wide grin. My, this is quite the energetic spirit we have here. Of course, this will not be an issue to me. I would advise that you step back a bit, milady. You obediently take Haruki's advice and take a few steps back. Haruki, almost in a strategically like fashion, places candles around my apartment. He then comes back to the doorway and prepares to chant. The very air of the room starts to feel charged as Haruki's voice takes on a melodic quality. Words that I have no understanding of flow like water from his lips. His hands trace intricate patterns through the air, the candles flickering wildly as the flames dance erratically in the non-existent wind. It doesn't take long for the room to fill with unsettling energy. A chill runs down your spine as a cold draft rustles curtains, sending shivers across your skin. The melodic chanting is suddenly interrupted. Haruki clutches at his chest, staggering. A faint trickle of blood escapes from the corner of his mouth. Each cough sends specks of blood splattering onto the floor. Is that real blood or a blood capsule you had in your mouth, sir? The room is filled with the sounds of his laboured breathing, and the eerie silence is only accompanied by the ticking of the clock. The flickering candles slowly calm as Haruki straightens slowly, wiping his mouth with the back of his hand, only to unsuccessfully smear it instead. It's fine, just a particularly strong spirit, I'll manage. Though, something like this can't possibly stop the strongest exorcist around here. What's that card? Do I believe in ghosts? It's a very good question. Who knows? Like, it's possible. Of course. Something as minute as this can't keep me down. With the strength of 1,000 suns and the wisdom of ancient sages, I shall vanquish any spirit that dares disturb your peace. But a bit of added protection won't hurt. I picked this up from the temple today. It's not as strong as me, of course, but it does work. And even if it doesn't, It does add a cute little addition to your bags. That is, in fact, a cute addition to a bag. Haruki digs through his bag and pulls out a small lucky charm with a cute cat face on it. Please have it. Thank you, it looks like you. Or did you steal it? I'm not going to accuse him of stealing it. Do you think so? I guess my charm is rubbing off on these cute little cats. Yeah, it's got that same mischievous smile. Well, I do aim to bring a bit of cheer to even the most serious situations. Speaking of which, this little guy is said to ward off evil spirits. Keep it close and it'll help keep the negative energy at bay. I appreciate it. Hopefully it'll be as effective as you are. Of course. Together we'll make sure your apartment stays spirit-free. And if you ever feel uneasy, just remember my charming face on the kitty. All his waving around leaves his sleeve pulled up, revealing tattoos on his arm that seem closer to carvings than ink. You can't help but steal a couple of glances at them, noticing beads of blood seeping along the intricately carved symbols. Haruki notices the glances and sends a grin your way, eyes twinkling mischievously. Ah, these old things. They're my best kept secrets. People say they're a map to buried treasures, but I'm afraid it's just my way of keeping things interesting. You're bleeding, though. It's something to be worried about. What kind of exorcist would I be if I were afraid of a little blood? I'm fine. Besides, it hurt a lot more when I got them. You hand him a towel as you take a seat next to him. Still, though, it looks painful. You hesitate, thinking about whether or not to ask Haruki about them, but he senses your curiosity and speaks up anyway. They're protective wards, so I won't ever lose a battle with a spirit. But if you're so strong, why do you need them? There's no shame in relying on an extra level of protection. Sometimes there are enemies you can't fight alone. And besides, they look pretty cool, don't they? Adds to the whole mysterious exorcist vibe, like I walked straight out of an anime or something. You roll your eyes, smirking at his cheekiness, but your smile fades when you see Haruki wince in pain. He still hurts, his wound is still bleeding, and there's a ghost in your house. Haruki, you know, behind all that cheeriness and grandiosity, it seems that I don't know much about you. He pauses, his expression shifting as he searches for the right words before finally responding. It's nothing too interesting. Haruki's smile fades slightly, his eyes distant as if he's sorting through unpleasant memories. Or perhaps he's still dealing with the pain. Well, I've always been spiritually gifted. It's been my thing for decades. It's the only thing I have. How many decades? It might not seem like it, but I guess there's a responsibility to it. Oh, and I like mackerel. Mackerel's alright, I suppose. Alright! It's the food of the gods! Haruki's expression shifts to something softer but still as genuine. I know it might be hard to trust someone like me, but if for some reason you do, thank you. I appreciate it. I promise I'll tell you everything someday. Maybe over some fried mackerel. You give a soft chuckle at his playful remark as he returns to his usual demeanour. He adjusts his sleeves to conceal his tattoos once more. The little ritual I did should keep them quiet for a while. But watch out. This is one persistent spirit. You nod gratefully, feeling a sense of relief mixed with concern for Haruki's well-being. Thank you, Haruki. Please take care of yourself. He acknowledges your words with a nod, his eyes reflecting a flicker of gratitude amidst the weariness. Always, my dear client. Until next time. Haruki trots back down the hallway, giving one last wave as you close your door. Sanity increased! Yay! It still hasn't gone down at all. Welcome back card. Affection with Haruki increased. Can I actually go to bed now? As you drift into sleep, fragments of another life flicker through your mind. Faces and voices swirl around you, familiar yet distant, leaving an unsettling sense of deja vu. Do all the love do all the love increases come with sanity increases? Who knows? I guess we'll find out. I feel like the one we had with Kazuki didn't have a sanity increase, maybe? I don't remember though. There's a leader's presence, a protector's shadow, a friend's warmth, a wanderer's wisdom, and a companion's loyalty, all tangled in memories you can't quite grasp. You want to make sense of it, but weariness pulls you deeper, into a void-filled slumber where the past whispers but never fully reveals itself. Ooh. Sure! Let's dig deeper. We've got plenty of sanity in case it turns out to be a wrong thing to do, right? You feel your heart wrench as memories of the past continue to swirl in your brain. You hear the same familiar knockings, but this time they feel different. Not teeming with the same malicious intent brewing in your apartment, but with an air of protectiveness, warmth, and even love? Someone loved you very much. He cared about you in the past. When you were chased out of your village, he took you in. Yes, him. He had everything. A mansion, servants, and power. Unlike the people at your village, he wasn't afraid of you, even though you brought endless calamities. He was potential. He saw strength and he saw kindness. Despite everything, you were calm in his life. So you were the calm in his life. Until... Ooh? This is intriguing. Boop. Until the calamity. Yes, you ruined everything. You had someone who loved you, but you couldn't help it. You had to ruin it all, didn't you? You had people who cared, yet that wasn't enough. You had to destroy everything. Persistent ache gnaws at your temples as you toss and turn in bed. When you finally drift off, you find yourself trapped in a state between waking and dreaming, with the oppressive weight of sleep paralysis pinning you down. Oh no! Sleep paralysis is not fun! All around you, the shadows dance and morph into haunting figures. Muffled voices, distant and unintelligible, echo in your ears as they scream your name. You see the people who loved you melt into a horrifying mass of flesh and blood. You try to scream, to move, but your body disobeys your desperate commands. Just when you think you can't take any more, the darkness recedes. You wake up drenched in sweat and trembling, the nightmare's clinging remnants leaving you shaken and exhausted. Oh, there we go! That's what happens when your sanity goes down. I was going to say, this looks like a train station. After work, you're stepping off the train with as you're stepping off the train with your... Wow, words. Um, After work, as you're stepping off the train with Ryota, your phone suddenly rings. Seeing that it's an unknown number, you excuse yourself and step aside to answer, leaving Ryota to wait for you curiously. Hello, this is Officer Watanabe. I'm calling to discuss Kazuki's case. Yes? What is it? Have you found something? Did you find his body? Wait, did it get ruled as a suicide even though his body wasn't found? What? How? Actually, we didn't find anything. We've thoroughly investigated the matter, and the evidence all points to a tragic suicide. We believe it's time to close the case. I understand this is difficult, but continuing to push won't change the outcome. If no one's found the body, how yeah, didn't we say something about, has he not been cremated? It seemed to imply earlier that he had been. You can't be serious. There are too many unanswered questions. I know there's more to it. Kazuki wouldn't just end his life like that. His body wasn't even found, and that suicide note was clearly fake. Ah, there was a suicide note, I see. Missing with a suicide note. I am not convinced he's dead, then. Again, I sympathize with your situation, but all the evidence supports our conclusion. We will not reopen the case unless we receive concrete proof that someone else was involved. No, I can't accept that. Kazuki deserves better than this. I deserve closure too. Look, I understand that you're grieving, but if you continue to pursue this, you could face legal repercussions for obstructing the police. I'm advising you to let it go. Are you just going to leave it? We don't have the manpower or resources to waste on a closed case. I am very sorry. I hope that you'll be able to find peace soon. And with that, the line goes silent. You angrily close your phone. Your reflection stares back at you helplessly from the darkened screen, as if begging you to do something to fix this. Who is Kazuki to the MC? Her husband. Allegedly dead. An overwhelming urge to scream wells up in your chest. I'm sorry about that. His voice surprises all the rage out of you. In your agitation, you'd forgotten he was still there, watching the whole debacle unfold. You turn around, mortified. Sorry about that. It's just the police again. You must have guessed. They've given up on Kazuki's case. I'm really sorry this is happening after all the work you've put into this. I don't know what I can do to help, but if there's anything at all... Oh, no, it's okay. This is my burden to bear. I can share it with you if you'll let me. Even so, it's not good to fret over the past. Your mother's right about that. Not her again. How was their relationship, card? Friendly. Basically just friends. According to what we got at the beginning. I know you really look up to her, but she's not exactly the best person to listen to, especially with how stubborn she is about her ideals. The way she believes how anything can be overcome if you just put your mind to it. But sometimes hard work just isn't enough. I know how headstrong your mother can be, but that mindset did help me and Yoko out of everything. You vaguely recall how your mum was there for Ryota and Yoko back in school. She helped them to escape their abusive home, always listening and supporting them as their teacher. It's a memory that sticks with you, especially when you think about how different things were for you. She means well and she cares about you. Does she now? The words come out tense and bitter. You can't help but feel angry at your mum for pressuring you even in her absence, at Ryota even though he doesn't know any better, and at yourself. I'm not sure if our mother was our teacher, but our mother was definitely Ryota's teacher. Ryota senses the change in tension and clears his throat. Today's been a long day. Should we grab some food before I take you home? Hyoko has been going on about this new pastry at the cafe. We could give it a try. You hesitate, unsure of whether to accept his offer. On one hand, you're annoyed at his blind admiration to your mum, but on the other hand, you know he's not doing it on purpose. Sure. Let's go to the cafe. Let's have some pastries. Pastries fix everything, right? Yes, that's true. We do need to... I assume that we will still get to hang out with Ren. Alright, I'm a bit hungry, so let's go. Ryota smiles warmly at you, his concern momentarily fading. Alright, let's go. Affection with Ryota increased. We're getting... See, look, that one didn't increase sanity as well, so it's not every single time. Oh, Ame-chan, you're here to see me? And you're here too, I guess. Are you 12? You're always so sensitive, Ryo. Anyway, how can I help you guys? We came here for a quick bite. Playing it cool, huh? Anyway, we've just gotten some new pastries that are to die for. What will it be? Right, see ya, card. Yeah, good luck on your finals. Ooh. A Mont Blanc, an eclair, a chocolate crepe, or a Castella. Ooh, those all sound so good. I mean, I haven't actually had a Mont Blanc. But, like, they look tasty. Chocolate crepe. That sounds great. I'll take that one over there. Chocolate crepes. Thin and golden, filled with gooey chocolate. Add a drizzle of syrup and whipped cream, and it's dessert heaven. Oh, that looks so tasty. It's got Pocky sticking out the top. And what about you, Ryo? Just a coffee for me, thanks. Alright, coming right up. You two find a seat and relax. As you find a cozy corner to sit in, you can't help but notice the warmth in the cafe, a stark contrast to the cold conversation with the police officer. Ryota's attempt to lighten the mood doesn't go unnoticed, and you start to feel a bit of the day's stress melt away. Shortly, you see Yoko bringing over the pastries and coffee with a cheerful smile. Here you go. Enjoy. Thanks, Yoko. This looks delicious. Anytime, Ame-chan. Just remember, you're always welcome here. You take a bite of the pastry, and for a moment, everything feels a little bit better. Actually, I just needed to get out of the house for a bit. It's been a rough day. Work's been stressful, my mum's been on my case, and Kazuki, it's all just a lot. And with everything that happened, especially last month, abruptly you realise you're rambling about your troubles. You immediately clamp your hand over your mouth and look up at the siblings, hoping that they haven't been too put off by your negativity. Ah, that's okay. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, okay? You're already doing a good job handling everything, especially with what's going on. I know what I said earlier about your mother's mindset, but it's also about your own strength. You're doing great. Thank you. You can always rely on us, you know. We're always cheering you on. Ryota nods in agreement. You feel supported. Despite everything, you are loved. You spend the rest of the night with them, talking about mundane things as you enjoy your dessert. Oh no! No, wait! We're not going to get to see Ran. Oops. Maybe you'll be alright. Not in the long run, but just for tonight. Eventually, the cafe closes and you part ways with Ryota and Yoko, feeling a bit lighter than before. The walk home is quiet. The night air cools against your skin. As you step into your apartment, the weight of the day's stress seems to settle back in, but the warmth from your night out lingers. Another exhausting day of work is finally over. I hope tomorrow won't be as bad as today. Just as you're about to close the door, you feel a pressure on the other side. A foot wedges between the door and frame, stopping you from shutting it completely. Please don't let it be the cult lady again. Oh no, it is! Hello, miss? Not this again. Although reluctant, you didn't have much of a choice but to reopen the door. I don't know. Eventually, they'll take the hint and take their foot out, right? Yes, how can I help? You trail off as you count a group of 4 men standing outside the apartment. They don't look particularly friendly. Something unnerving about them. Apologies for the late visit. I believe your mother mentioned that you've been experiencing spiritual issues? Mother sent the cult too? You shake your head. My mother? What are you talking about? I think you've got the wrong person. I'm not sure who you... You might not have noticed it, but Hiroshi no Kami's influence has already touched your life in ways you don't yet understand. We understand that this must be overwhelming, but Hiroshi no Kami sees things in you that you may not even realize. His guidance has already found its way into your life. I don't understand. What do you mean? You try to shake the confusion out of your mind, but the mention of this Hiroshi no Kami fills you with unease. He chooses his followers carefully. Those who seek answers, those who are lost, those who are searching for something greater. And you, miss, have already begun your path without realizing it. Hiroshi no Kami offers peace, clarity, and understanding. His light can guide you through the darkness and alleviate these spiritual issues that you have. All you have to do is let him. You take a cautious step back, trying to shut the door again, but you can feel their presence looming. The cultists hesitate, their eyes scanning you like they're deciding what to do next. The man who spoke earlier steps forward, his gaze focused and intense. Miss, We understand that our arrival is sudden, but this path we offer isn't one you should turn away from. Hiroshi no Kami's light is already in your life. It has touched you in your dreams, and it can give you more than you could ever imagine. You tense up. It's not like last time. There's a force behind his words that makes you feel trapped. I don't know what you mean. I've had weird dreams, sure, but that doesn't mean I need your guidance. I'm fine on my own. Another cultist firmly pushes a little closer to the door. That's where you're wrong, miss. You've been searching for something, haven't you? You don't even realize it yet, but Hiroshi no Kami sees your struggles, your doubts. The light he offers can give you the peace you're craving, the answers you've always needed, but only if you accept him into your heart. Another cultist steps closer to you. Hiroshi no Kami can see your fear, your uncertainty. You're standing at the threshold of something far greater than yourself. We are offering you the key to unlock your potential, but you have to choose to step forward. Don't let fear keep you from the truth. You feel your stomach tighten, the pressure of their words hanging in the air like a heavy weight. I don't need anything from you. I'm fine, just... No, you're not fine. You're hiding from the truth. It's obvious. You've been running from your own destiny, from the path that Hiroshi no Kami has set for you. But his light is unwavering. His purpose is inevitable. I'm not interested in this Kami of yours, okay? I just want you to leave me alone. Listen to yourself. You can feel it, can't you? The restlessness inside of you. Hiroshi no Kami will calm that storm. All he asks is that you open your heart, trust in him, and allow him to guide you. You know that deep down you won't find peace until you accept him. You feel a cold chill running down your spine. This isn't just a request anymore. It's an ultimatum. And you start to realize that the more you resist, the more they're going to push. This is the point at which I would call the police on these people. Or possibly hit them with something. One or the other. Miss, please. You don't know what you're turning away. Hiroshi no Kami offers you everything you've ever wanted. Purpose, clarity, belonging. Can't you see? The truth is right in front of you. Stop fighting it. Let him in. You'll find peace. You'll find strength. Just open your heart to him. How much is our mother in control of the police? Oh no! That's a theory I hadn't thought about. Feeling the weight of their words press on you, anxiety starts bubbling up. You don't understand. I don't want this. I don't want your salvation, your Kami, or whatever it is you're offering. Just leave me alone. A look of disappointment flickers in his eyes before he exhales, almost sorrowfully. We were hoping you would come to this on your own, miss. We wanted to offer you guidance, not force you. But it seems you're still not ready. We will be back. Hiroshi no Kami's light will reach you eventually. Everyone finds their way to him in time, but you will have to face him whether you're ready or not. The cultists begin to step back, one by one, but their eyes linger on you, almost as if they can see something you can't. The weight of their gaze lingers long after they disappear down the hallway. You close the door, your heart pounding, panting, feeling the strain of the encounter. They want to accept their Kami and aren't giving up this easily. They're going to keep coming back to push me to their side. However, before you can crash onto the couch as you usually do, you see her. An all too familiar presence seated with a rigid stillness that sharpens as she looks up, disappointment carved into her expression. Why is she here? Why are you doing this to me? Do you know who called me today? The police, again. And why? Because of you, prying into that Kazuki boy's death again. How many times must I tell you? This curiosity will be your ruin. Mum, please, I don't need... Need? This isn't about what you need. I'm not offering help. I'm telling you what has to be done. Everything you're missing. I've already laid out the answers for you. I'm giving you solutions, but you're the one that's not willing to change. It's you that's the problem. Ryota, the exorcist. Mom, I'm trying. I really am, but... Trying? By pushing away the people I send your way? Imagine my shame knowing you treated those with wisdom and respect like common intruders. Mum, if you called the cult, then, of course I'm gonna treat them like that. They're a cult. You were the one who sent those weird religious people to my house? Mum, they're complete strangers. Weird? Watch your tongue, girl. They've grasped truths you'll never understand, and you turn them away. You're unwilling to change. Mum, I don't need them. I don't need... They can help you find peace, if you let them. If you let me help you. Her gaze pierces through you, and then a calculated shift. Her voice softens to a deceptive murmur that chills your skin, like the calm before a storm. Yeah, apparently our mother is also a cultist. Wonderful. You wouldn't have to bear those burdens if you'd just listen. All I want is what's best for you. The room feels as if it's closing in, shrinking with every word that slips from her mouth. Her voice relentless and insistent, sinking into you like a weight pressing from every side. It's too much. Your sanity slowly slipping. Uh-oh. Okay, not too far down. Your heart slowly pounding against the pressure building in your chest. Uh-oh. A constant urge for you to give in, to surrender, if only to quiet her voice. I can't take this. I don't know what to do. Your mind reels, clouded by anxiety as her words echo around you. The pounding in your chest grows stronger, threatening to overtake your last bit of composure. And despite your visible displeasure, your mother keeps speaking, her voice a constant assault against your thoughts. You almost break down as your mother's words ring in the background. There you go again. Are you going to say something or just sit there? She waits, her gaze piercing, expecting you to respond. What are you trying to pull? Don't just stare blankly at me. Her face hardens, her gaze latching onto you, expectant, demanding more. Your grip falters, nearly slipping entirely when suddenly a voice, soft and unfamiliar, echoes in your mind, cutting through the clamour. You don't have to do this alone. Your eyes gaze over to the phone in your hand. You don't have to deal with her ramblings alone. Yes, you can always get help. I have to call someone, but Ryota's nowhere nearby, and Haruki, who knows where he is right now? Ren could be an option, but he's hardly the type to calm things down. If no one's going to get here right away, then I'll have to keep her distracted until they do, but who should I call? I think I'm going to call Ren because I need to apologize for not actually turning up. I didn't realize I wouldn't be able to. Oop. Yep. Ren, he's not exactly the calmest person, but maybe he'll understand. Maybe he can help. You grab your phone and dial Ren's number. He picks up almost immediately, his voice sharp and agitated, practically yelling into your ear. First of all, one noisy gremlin next door is bad enough, but two? Are you kidding me? It's late. People need to sleep. And you can help fix it. If you come over and help me, please. Your voice falters slightly at the end, but you try to sound a bit more assertive. It's Ren, after all. Fine, I'm coming over. Well, that fuss is ticking me off anyway. Thank you, Ren. He hangs up abruptly. You turn back towards your mum. Her constant nagging like a persistent mosquito in your ear. Her intense glare practically burning a hole through you. Oop. Hold out until Ren gets here, huh? Impressive. You've hit 90% of the total notes. Sanity increased. Hooray! You managed to calm yourself down, your heartbeat finally steadying. Your mum's words still rattle you, but you remain calm. Calm enough to hold your tongue. Each minute stretches, her harsh words chipping away at the last remnants of your patience. Just when you begin to doubt he'll show up, a loud, insistent knock echoes through the apartment, silencing your mum's tirade for the first time all night. Who could it be at this time? You unlock the door and Ren stomps in, shoving the door just wide enough to barely miss hitting you. And who might you be? Ren looks her over with a mix of disgust and irritation. There's a flicker of something else in his expression, something you can't quite place. And then the poor guy next door who has to deal with all the noise. He points an accusatory finger at her in the classic haughty Ren fashion. And you must be the absolute nuisance and source of the decibels peaking in the background of my microphone recording. You resist the urge to clamp a hand over his mouth, though you know deep down that if anyone can stand up to your mum's fiery temperament, it's Ren. How dare you! You barge into my home and call me a nuisance! Stay out of things that don't concern you. Too late. Your screaming was so loud they'd call you the Queen of Banshees. Yeah, maybe he's a YouTuber. Or maybe he was recording the noise so that he could submit a noise complaint. Thought it was the damn fire alarm with all the heat that was going on next door. Still a performance, by the way. Your mum's grip tightens at her side, her arm lifting ever so slightly, and for a moment you think she might actually swing at him. Despite the satisfaction of seeing someone finally stand up to her, you quickly step in before things escalate. Mum, this is Ren. He's my neighbour. I can see that. He's also rude, disrespectful, and completely uncouth. Takes one to know one, doesn't it? Oh, okay. Ren's just here to let us know this conversation is getting a bit loud. Maybe we can continue this another time? Another time? Do you think there will be another time with the way you're acting? I mean, if you're offering to stop doing this, then, get a grip. You wouldn't even need a second chance if you just listened to me. I have the solution right here. Ren clicks his tongue, his scoff echoing through the room. And what might that be, O great oracle of wisdom? Enlighten us all with your divine brilliance. You see the anger ignite in her eyes as she storms towards him. For a moment, it looks like she might grab him by the collar, but she visibly reins herself in, hands trembling at her sides. Listen here, you little weasel. You're nothing, just a pathetic nobody who isn't even worthy of knowing what I have to say. Oh, please. And what pearls of wisdom might that be, huh? Some recycled religious mumbo-jumbo. Let me guess, the spirits chose us to carry out this divine mission. Right? Get a grip, lady. Don't you dare! You don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah? Enlighten me then. Tell me all about how I'm so too blind to understand your sacred mission. I'm warning you, you better stop right now. They both stubbornly step forth, neither wanting to back down. You think now might be a good moment to step in before anything escalates further. Oop. Quick time event time. Boop. 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 All right, I think this is going nowhere. You raise your voice, trying to break through the tension in the room. Mom, I know how much your teachings mean to you, but I really don't think they're helping right now. No, they are helping. It's just you and this cretin who are the problem. Ren steps forward, his tone suddenly calm but firm, cutting through the chaos like a knife. Wisdom is best received by those willing to seek it. Is that how it goes? Your mum's head whips around, her glare sharp enough to cut steel. What could you possibly know about our teachings? Those who force their beliefs risk driving away the faithful instead of guiding them. Isn't that the same scripture you hold so dear? Forceful but not too forceful. Isn't that the balance you people always preach about? For a moment, your mother freezes, her lips tightening as his words hit a nerve. Whatever Ren is saying seems to have worked a number on her confidence. How you preach to me about what I know best? Who do you think you are? I'm just someone asking if I'm wrong. To accept truth's strands with open hands is the highest form of absolution. Or am I mistaken? Her expression falters, the weight of his words pressing down like a mirror held to her ego. Look, I know how you religious types are, but right now, you're doing more harm to your daughter than good. He glances at you, and for a brief moment, you feel an unspoken understanding pass between you. So, maybe think about what's best, not for you, but for her, no matter how much you think you're helping. Your mother hesitates. Ren's words might actually be appealing to her consciousness. One you never knew she had. I'll let this go for now, but only because my teachings tell me to take the higher path. But I won't let this matter rest. I won't stop disciplining my daughter just because some kid tries to preach to me about my beliefs. Surprisingly, Ren remains silent, his expression unreadable. What's the matter? Nothing to say now, all that confidence gone? I just hope someday you'll realize not everything revolves around you. All right, Mum, please. It's late. Let's just leave this for another time. Your mother's glare lingers, but after a long moment she backs down, storming out of the apartment and slamming the door behind her. Oh, good. Thanks, Ren. You'll regret this. Both of you will. The apartment falls silent, the tension still lingering in the air, until Ren's dry scoff breaks the silence. Your mum is a real piece of work. Yeah, if she was painted by a much angrier and resentful Da Vinci. Ren lets out a scoff. Well, at least she's gone for now. You hesitate for a moment, caught between your burning curiosity and the hesitation to pry, but your need to know wins out. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, how do you know exactly what to say to get her to back off from her religious fervour? Ren hesitates for a moment, that same uncertainty flickering in his eyes. It's always the same with people like that. You just throw out some religious jargon and they'll eat it up. But you knew exactly what to say. You had the right phrases, the right words. I feel like you've done this before. Ren's expression tightens, the uncertainty deepening. Look, I know people like her. Over time, you learn how to handle them. You start to recognize the same phrases they use to convince each other. You want to push further, but something about the way Ren's eyes avoid yours, no matter how much more prodding you do, he's dropped the matter. You bite your tongue. Maybe someday he'll open up on his own terms. But for now, you decide to let it go. But, thank you for coming to my help. Oh, yeah, no worries. And I've got angry customers to deal with, and you've got the female xenomorph to deal with. Oof. You bite your tongue. Maybe someday he'll open up on his own terms, but for now you decide to let it go. Still, thank you, Ren. I really appreciate it. Ren looks away, in classic 90s shoujo fashion. Yeah. He coughs and then unexpectedly meets your eyes with more seriousness than you're used to from him. And I just hope you'll be alright. I know how hard it can be to deal with people like them. Thanks. I think I'll manage. What's another 30 years of mummy issues, right? Mummy issues, spiritual issues, and religious issues. The trifecta. Triforce, even. You can't help but muse at his little quips. After everything you've seen of Ren, you realize there's more to him than just being snarky and hot-headed. It's not all arrogance or bitterness. It's a defense, a shield he puts up. And somehow that makes you feel less alone in your own sharpness. Maybe your sarcasm doesn't make you a bad person, like your mother always said. Ren is more than he lets on. Dependable, quick-witted, and when it matters most, kind. You catch yourself wondering, if you were able to see past this exterior of his, you hope, you pray deep down, that he might be able to see past yours too. It's dangerous to go alone, take this. Yep. I like this boy. Ren eventually says his goodbyes, claiming he has important nighttime activities to tend to. You want to tease him more about his unique choice of words, but you hold back. It's like he's likely heard enough sarcasm for one night. After exchanging your farewells, you settle in for the night, a quiet sense of relief washing over you. In learning more about him, you realize he's no longer a neighbor. Maybe, just maybe, he's becoming something more. A friend. Sanity increased. Yay! Affection with Ren increased. Also yay! What's on my to-do list? Oh no, we didn't get more incense. I wonder if I can go out and Can I go and meet Ren at the sweets shop? Nope. Best not to leave the house now. Okay. Fine. Yeah, it is technically not 11 yet, but apparently the answer is no. Well, let's deal with the shrine. Hopefully we can deal with that without having gotten new incense. Kazuki. The air around the shrine feels oddly... Work was tiring today. I'm sorry, Kazuki, but I'll do what I can. There, all cleaned up. Perhaps some incense from the temple would help you feel better. But I'll have to get it for you next time, okay, Kazuki? I really wish I could, but it's late. Yeah, the only other thing we can do is the bathroom then. You're keeping it together pretty well, but there's no harm in making sure you're extra calm. Boop. Let's try Meltdown. Beating up. Ah, no, I dropped one. No, I was doing so well. Impressive. You've hit 97% of the total notes. So close. Sanity increased. Well, that's everything that we can actually do that's on the list. So I guess it's time to... Actually, what happens if I look out the window? The window remains closed. Here you are, safe in the comforts of your own home. You glance out of the window, something you wouldn't normally do, but tonight, for some reason, you feel compelled to. Instead, you see a child crouching in the corner, unmoving. No explanation, no reason, just there. Now, that's a strange sight. In true classic horror movie fashion, do you open the window to check if he's okay? Just in case it's a neglected child? Or do you pretend you saw nothing and go on with your night? I'm not dealing with the creepy child, I'm not dealing with the creepy child, I'm not dealing with the creepy child. Nope. No, 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 no. No. Let's go to bed. You finally enter your bedroom and switch off the lights. But they flicker and sputter before finally surrendering to darkness. Slipping beneath the covers, you hear the quiet hum of the pipes, the low rush of cars on the street, and the usual footsteps of neighbours from above. But tonight the footsteps multiply, a growing thump that becomes heavier, faster. You start to wonder if it's something else. With a glance, you place your phone nearby, fingers itching for a quick call if needed. But eventually, sleep overtakes you. Ah! In the depths of that night, you dream of Kazuki. In a dim, hazy scene, he talks about his fascination with collecting insects, each word as faint as a breath. The images, though, grow clearer. Beetles, cockroaches, or is it something different? Something sinister, its body sneaking around the room like a creature just beyond your reach. You search, almost desperately, trying to find its name, but it slips away elusive, lost in the fog of your dream. It seems as though the tapestry is finally unraveling itself. The key players have already made their first move. Though some have moved quicker than expected, others still hesitate as if time waits for them. I wonder what your next move will be, my dear princess. Creepy. Creepy. Day 4. You wake up to the familiar buzz of your phone. A few messages from your mum light up the screen. The first one featuring a painfully outdated gif of balloons and glitter text. Happy birthday, Kalla. I'll be dropping off a cake later. Make sure you finish it by tonight or it'll go stale. Have a good day. Ooh, birthday, huh? Ah, yes. A classic from your mother. Equal parts affection and command. It almost slipped your mind. It's your birthday today. You're turning blank. The number seems to glitch in your mind like a censored secret the universe refuses to acknowledge. Or maybe you're just repressing it. Maybe this year your birthday wish will actually come true. Maybe your mum will finally listen to you, hear you out. You breathe without the constant pressure of her expectations. Maybe today will actually be a good birthday. Just kidding. You already know how it's going to end. Oh well, no point in dwelling on it now. You'll deal with all that after work. Yeah, I'm gonna hope it's not too big of a cake. If she's dropping it off for just me. Hey, Kalla, happy birthday. You're getting pretty old, huh? Yeah. Whoa, I heard from Tanaka-san that it's your birthday. Must suck having to spend it at work, huh? Well, that's just life. I don't know how many ha-has I have left in me. By mid-afternoon, it's clear that today is just another work-filled birthday. The highlight of the day, a hefty stack of monthly reports unceremoniously dropped onto your desk by your boss. A truly unforgettable birthday gift. As you sift through your reports, a familiar voice calls out from behind you. Happy birthday. Thank you. You glance over your shoulder, offering a polite smile. You've said that quite a few times today. Oh, I didn't realize it was you, Ryota. Maybe I should have made my birthday wishes a bit more memorable. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I think I've heard enough birthday wishes to last me until next year. Hopefully you're not too worn out to actually celebrate it, though. Boss asked me to stick around and finish some reports, but if you're still up for a birthday dinner, I'll be at the station around 8 p.m. Before you can respond, a voice cuts through the air from the other side of the office. Hey, can someone help me with this? Ryota straightens up, already turning towards the sound. I've got to go. Good luck with your work. And happy birthday, Kalla. You go about your day as usual, the hours slipping by until it's finally time to head home. What do we actually have on the list today? Oop. Not a lot of things. Stepping off the train platform, you pause for a moment, a thought lingering in your mind. How should you spend your birthday today? There we go. We have options. We can meet Ryota or go home. We didn't get the opportunity to pet the cat yesterday. You're right, we need to go pet the cat today. No, wait, up this alley. There's someone here! Haruki is here where the cat is. You notice Haruki in the alleyway, crouched near a stray cat with a small dish of food in his hand. Well, I guess we're approaching him because I want to pet the cat. I need to pet the cat. My dear client, have you come to visit me? Or does Mr. Tubbs over here have another visitor? You glance down to see a stray cat nestled comfortably between Haruki's shoes. Haruki is crouched beside him, carefully placing a small dish of food within the cat's reach. Are you acquainted with this guy? Seems like he's got a lot of fans. Miyabi glances at you briefly, then turns away with a flick of his tail, letting out a soft hiss of annoyance as you approach. No, is he mad that I didn't come visit him yesterday? Ignore him. He's a meanie, but deep down I think he secretly likes people. Maybe. Haruki shrugs with a grin, scratching behind Miyabi's ears, unfazed by the cat's attitude. Did you just name him Mr. Tubbs? He's cute and round. Plus, he's got that distinguished air to him. Addressing him without a title seems a bit rude. He's not that fat though to be called Tubby. That's why it's not Tubby, but Tubbs. See, I didn't finish the sentence. Like how he doesn't finish his food, because he's not fat. I've seen him around here too. He chuckles, but there's a genuine warmth to his voice. He runs his fingers through Mr. Tubbs' fur one last time before standing up straight, wiping his hands on his pants. Did you really come to visit me? Or is it just the cat you're after? It's the cat. Well, yeah, in that case, no. I am here for the cat. Not particularly. I knew it. But it doesn't hurt any less when you say it out loud. Everyone who walks down this alley, I always think they're here as a customer. But no, they're always here for Mr. Tubbs. Such is the power of Mr. Tubbs. He's so unnaturally cute, he just draws people in like a magnet. I guess I'm just here for moral support, huh? He pauses dramatically before flashing a smirk, his usual playful self returning. Well, anyways, since you're here, despite my heart being broken into 1,000 pieces by your rejection, is there anything I, or Mr. Tubbs, can help you with today? I just want to spend time with the cat. I guess this one will do. Honestly, I just wanted to spend some time with you. By which I mean the cat. And spend time with me you shall. You have my undivided attention. You and Mr. Tubbs. You chuckle as you lean down to pet the now sleeping cat. Yay! Cat petting achieved. Looks like he's had his fill and decided a nap was in order. To live the life of a cat. No bills, no responsibilities, just endless naps and meals graciously provided by strangers. What a dream. So, let's say tomorrow you wake up as a cat. What would you do first? Well, first I'd double check that all my bills were paid and my appliances were off, because even as a cat I'm a responsible one. Then I'd come find you so you could take care of me for the rest of my perfect little life. After all, who else would spoil me as much as you? Oh, so now I'm on the hook for cat hierarchy? Sounds like a lot of work. What if I decide to make you earn your keep? Earn my keep? Cruel and unusual punishment. What kind of caretaker makes their beloved cat work? Seriously, I'm glad you wanted to spend time with me. Well, I want to spend time with the cat and that... I know it's probably not the most professional thing to say, but I'd like to think of us as friends. I mean, I know I'm just your quirky exorcist and all, but it's nice having someone like you around. No, the cat is gone. Haruki, you're definitely a friend. A strange one, but a friend nonetheless. I'll take it, and well, thank you for being so kind to me. You didn't have to, but you are, and I really appreciate that. Haruki rummages through his bag, his expression unusually sheepish. Finally, he pulls out a small Moraemon keychain and holds it out to you. Moraemon, because it's a mouse that looks like Doraemon. Doraemon, sorry. Moraemon it would be, I guess. Here, I meant to give this to you earlier, but I guess I didn't have the guts. It's nothing fancy, just something I thought you'd like. Wow, that's 2 charms from him now. You take the keychain, eyes lighting up as you turn it over in your hands. Oh, how did you know I really like this little guy? I've seen him hanging on your phone. Thought you might want a backup, you know, in case anything happens to the original. Although I probably shouldn't tell you about the 8-year-old I had to outmaneuver to get it. You didn't. I had to. Amazing what the power of being young and blissfully shameless can do for a kid. Like they don't even have that lifetime of second guessing yet. No crippling fear of being judged. Just pure, unfiltered keychain ambition. So what you're saying is you outplayed a literal child. Absolutely. And I have 0 regrets. My persistence paid off, didn't it? Well, thank you for your bravery, Haruki. It's perfect. Just doing my part for the greater good. But don't let that kid see you with it or they might come for revenge. Right. I really don't want to get beat up, especially by a kid. But thank you, Haruki, for thinking about me. All right, now don't get all mushy on me. Mr. Tubbs might get jealous. Plus, this also doubles as a birthday present. How do you know it's my birthday? Don't think I forgot. Happy birthday, Kalla. You hadn't expected anyone to remember your birthday, much less someone as carefree as Haruki. Wait, how did you know it was my birthday? Ah, my dear client, you underestimate the great powers of an exorcist extraordinaire. It would be utterly shameful if I didn't know the finer details of your life, like the stars revealing their secrets, the winds whispering your truths. You found it on Rhine, which I guess is legally distinct from Line. I found it on Rhine. Anywho, allow me to formally invite the birthday girl to a celebratory feast of the finest takoyaki in town. Sure, it's no 5-star Michelin dining experience, but hey, it's warm, it's tasty, and it's nearby. All right, but I assume this means it's your treat? Naturally. Consider this the gold standard of 5-star customer service. You won't be disappointed. Looks like we're going for takoyaki. I need another drink before we continue. I will be right back. Then back. The two of you stroll to the nearby food stall, the scent of sizzling takoyaki wafting through the air. As you sit together, Haruki's light-hearted banter fills the conversation, his jokes and animated storytelling drawing out laughter you hadn't realised you needed. The warmth of the food and his company melts away the weight of your worries, if only for a while. When it's time to leave, Haruki flashes you a grin, his expression softer this time. Thanks for letting me steal a bit of your birthday. Hope it's one to remember. Affection with Haruki increased. Cat. The cat is at the same spot again, but this time he seems friendlier. Pet the cat! Meow, meow. The cat seems satisfied at your pats. Affection with Miyabi increased. Yay! Okay, that's what I was here for. Sorry, what else was on the list? Get incense. We didn't get it yet yesterday, so let's do that. You head to the temple, and as you look around, you notice a monk tending to the shrine office. Excuse me, have you seen Haruki around? Why are we asking him that? If he's not at his office, he's probably wandering around town trying to drum up business. Or maybe in the alley fooling around with that damn cat. You shouldn't meddle with him too much. Why? Other than the obvious reasons. Because once he latches onto you, he doesn't let go. His persistence is relentless. The monk hesitates, his gaze darting around to ensure no one is listening. When he speaks again, his voice is barely above a whisper. Yeah, Haruki has an office. It's the one down the alley that said Shady Office on it to start with. It says Haruki's office now. Look, miss. I know you and he share a bond of some kind. You seem like a kind soul, but there's a shadow that follows him. I've seen what happens to those who stay too close. Nothing good ever comes of it. Honestly, he seems fairly trustworthy at this point. Well, and if not trustworthy, fairly harmless. And I think I'm gonna say I trust him. I trust him. Trust. That's not given lightly. He must have done something remarkable to earn yours. And I can't help but question both what he did and your judgment. Haruki's a good person, I can tell. Good people often mean well, I'll admit that. But even the best intentions can lead to disastrous outcomes. You can't ignore that possibility. Regardless of what you think, I still trust him. It seems no words of mine will sway you. Very well, just be careful, miss. The world is rarely kind to those who trust so easily. Please take care of yourself. Right, I'd better go get Kazuki's incense while I'm here. Affection with Haruki increased. Well, I guess it's Haruki then at this point. It's really late. I'd better head home before Mum gives me a mouthful. You step into your home, greeted by an eerie silence. On the dining table sits a small cake, meticulously decorated with pastel icing. Okay, at least it's only a slice of cake. Not a full cake. A note rests beside it in your mother's familiar handwriting. Eat this, all of it. It's good for you. What's in the cake? Very suspicious. Strange unease prickles at the back of your mind. Yeah! But you sit down anyway, carving a cautious slice and taking a bite. At first, it's sweet soft sponge with a hint of vanilla, but then something foreign grates against your tongue. You pause, your stomach tightening as you pull the bite from your mouth, revealing long strands of hair tangled in the frosting. Ew! Ew! This is going in the bin! What the hell? Did Mum poison me? You run to the sink, spitting it out, gagging, but it's as if your body has already decided to reject more. A sudden heave forces you into the sink as bile rises uncontrollably. You continue to vomit, various substances escaping your lips. Your lunch from today, spit and stomach acid and more hair? Oh, how was there that much hair? You clutch the edge of the sink, trembling, as more hair spills from your mouth, clinging to your lips like something alive. The tang of stomach acid burns your throat, but what follows sends cold terror coursing through your veins. Chunks of meat, raw and glistening, hit the sink with wet, sickening splats. Oh! Oh no! You try to catch your breath, but another wave overtakes you. Your body convulses, bringing up more and more. Hair, bits of undigested food, and then teeth. Jagged, yellowed teeth rattling against the porcelain basin. Maybe you're hallucinating again, you think. Maybe this isn't real. But the sensation, the heaving, the burning bile, the slick muck sliding from your mouth, it's too vivid, too visceral. The grotesque parade of horrors continue, spilling from you like some cursed fountain. Each retch leaves you weaker, yet the torrent doesn't abate. As your trembling hands clutch the edge of the sink, you tear a glance at the carnage below, and then you see it. Ugh! This is far more of a horror game than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Amid the hair, bile, and unidentifiable chunks, something small and malformed shifts. It's pink and slimy. It's like a ball of meat alive. It expands and deflates ever so slightly, almost like it's breathing. You notice some of the chunks were teeth, and what seems like an eye staring back at you. Yeah, I did not think it was gonna go this dark. To be honest, there's actually one I was contacted about that I rejected because it seemed too dark for me. But, hey. You can't seem to form the words to even begin to describe the horror that you produce from the depths of your throat. What? Grabbing the faucet, you turn it on full blast, desperate to erase the nightmare. Water gushes down, carrying clumps of gunk with it, but the sink quickly clogs. The fetid water pools around the mess, rising in defiance of your efforts. Frustration boils over. You seize the nearest object, a hairbrush, and jam it into the drain, jabbing furiously. The bristles bend and snap as you shove harder, muttering through gritted teeth, then shouting, "Go down already!" Each shove is punctuated by your screams, your voice hoarse and crackling. The sink gurgles as bits of the gunk slowly spiral downward, disappearing into the pipes. Finally, the water drains, leaving the basin empty except for lingering streaks of slime. You stand there, panting, your knuckles white as you grip the edge of the counter. The silence that follows is deafening, broken only by your ragged breathing. And then you hear it, faint but unmistakable. A soft, pitiful cry. You stumble back from the sink, your legs shaking uncontrollably, and you collapse onto the floor. Hot tears stream down your face as you gasp for breath, the sound of your own ragged sobs filling the suffocating silence of the kitchen. I didn't mean for this to happen. Please forgive me. You clasp your hands together, so tight until the knuckles turn white, as you pray fervently to anyone or anything that will listen to your cries. Please forgive me. Kazuki, I'm trying, I swear. I'm trying. I'll find out who did this to you. I'll make them pay. Just please don't hate me. You moved on? Kazuki? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, I'm doing my best. I'll avenge you, I swear. How could you? You moved on? Already? No, I didn't. You're a liar. You've already forgotten me, cheated on me, like none of it mattered. No, that's not true. We weren't even really married, you know that. It wasn't real. Not real? Then what were we? Nothing? A lie? Is that what I was to you? Cheater. No, I'm not. Not what? You feel a gentle tug on your sleeve, and as you turn, the familiar glint of light bouncing off crimson-tinted glasses catches your eye. Who let you in? I sensed a powerful spiritual presence radiating from this area, something I simply couldn't ignore. I rushed here as quickly as I could, but it seems things escalated. Are you all right, my dear client? You're not okay. Your breathing is uneven, and your hands are trembling at your sides. You're the furthest thing from okay right now. No, the cake, the hair, the things that keep happening. No, I'm not okay, Haruki. None of this is okay. It's getting worse, all of it. The things I'm seeing, the sounds in my head, it's like I can't escape it. No, I'm not okay, Haruki. None of this is okay. It's getting worse. All of it. The things I'm seeing, the sounds in my head, it's like I can't escape it. Haruki steps closer, concern etched on his face. Maybe this is my fault. Maybe I did something to deserve all of this. The noise starts creeping in, louder and louder, like static crackling through your thoughts. You clutch your head, trying to push it out, but it only gets worse. I can't take this anymore. Before the panic overtakes you completely, Haruki grabs you firmly by the shoulders. His voice cuts through the storm in your mind, steady and grounding. Hey, look at me. It's okay. It's not your fault, all right? None of this has ever been your fault. You're trying. You're doing everything you can. For a moment, his words give you pause. But then the frustration boils over, sharp and hot. Everyone keeps saying that it's not my fault, that I'm doing my best. But bad things keep happening, Haruki, over and over again. What's the point? What's the point of trying when nothing ever gets better? You asked me before why my arms are littered with spiritual talismans. Well, each one of them wards off a spirit from a botched exorcism. After my first failure, I thought I'll grow, I'll get better. But then I messed up so badly I can't even think of it without feeling that same guilt all over again. You have some successful ones, right? Right, Mr. Exorcist? His gaze meets yours, and you notice something in his eyes. A flicker of understanding that feels achingly familiar. And the worst part, the bad things didn't stop after that. They kept coming. They keep coming. There are days I feel useless, like nothing I do will ever make up for what I couldn't fix back then. But if even one small thing I do now can help, if it can make someone's day just a little brighter or ease their pain, even for a moment, then it's worth it. And I hope you can feel the same way someday, because no matter how dark it gets, the fact that you're still here, still fighting, it matters. His words hang in the air, heavy but grounding, and for the first time in a while, the noise in your head begins to quiet. His gaze flickers over you, taking in the chaos around you with a sharp intensity. After a brief pause, he reaches out, taking your hand gently in his. Turning it over, he holds it before him, his eyes narrowing as he studies your palm with quiet focus. I'm late again. I'm sorry, I tried. I tried to hold it back. I might need more time, but I wanted to keep you out of this, but given how close we are, and the trust you've placed in me, I can't keep this from you anymore. I think you know deep down whatever's haunting you isn't Kazuki. No, this is all my fault. Kazuki is angry that I'm not doing anything about his death. Just living my life while he's dead is not fair, it's... Do you really believe that? Do you think Kazuki would have carried that much hatred in his heart to hurt you like this? His words force you to confront the truth you've buried beneath layers of grief and guilt. Slowly, fragments of memory resurface. You finally stop shaking. You were so wrapped up in everything, all the bad memories that surrounded his death, and the memory he had become, that you had forgotten the person he was. Kind, caring, sweet, a friend. And you missed him dearly. He was kind, but he was ambitious. Before his death, he worked a lot, late into the night even. He always said he was so close to his next big hit. I just wished he would have told me before he... Some people aren't very good at asking for help. I should know. I'm sorry. I thought the less you knew, the better. I didn't want to make things harder for you. No, I probably wouldn't have listened anyway. Haruki, thank you. Whoops. That was a right click by accident. He releases your hands at last, a small smile tugging at the corners of his mouth. Of course, anything for you, my dear client. You roll your eyes, the warmth in his tone making the nickname less irritating than usual. Will you stop calling me that? I don't think I've ever heard you call my name. Ah. Then... Kalla? No, that's too embarrassing. I'll stick to the tried and true nicknames, thank you very much. But anyways, about the thing haunting you. It's an evil spirit that has latched onto you. From what I can tell, it's tied to something in your past, though I haven't quite figured out what yet. What I do know is it feeds off your energy, especially your sanity. And, judging by the state of things, it's been feasting pretty well these past few months. I'm still working on finding its source, or why it chose you in the first place, but I'm here for you no matter what. I can't help you make the right choices, but I can hopefully make the journey a little easier. So whatever decisions you choose to make in the future, I'll support it with my whole heart. You feel the tumultuous waves crashing within you finally still itself, the guilt in your heart pouring away as you finally piece together the truth. I see. I couldn't have done much of it without you. Thank you, Haruki. You've been my son. And you have been mine, Kalla. You want to ask Haruki for more information, but before the both of you can have a real conversation, his phone buzzes heavily, indicating another client requires his attention. I could always stay a little longer, make sure things don't start getting strange again. No, I can't keep you from your work. I'll be fine, I promise. You know I would stay if you asked me to. And I would, even if you didn't. I know, but really, I'm okay. You've given me enough to keep my head on straight. Believe in me. All right, all right. A strong, independent woman like yourself will definitely have things under control. But don't hesitate to call me again if you need anything. I'll come sprinting back. Trust. You say your goodbyes, and once he's gone, your gaze falls to Kazuki's altar. His framed picture, still and silent, gazes back at you. The smile he wore in death no longer holds malice or anger, hatred or greed. No, it was that same smile he had at your wedding, reassuring you that everything was going to be fine. And somehow, you believe it still is. Anyway, we have incense. We should put it on the shrine. The shrine feels different today. An unshakable, uneasy presence lingers in the air. It's that quiet, lingering sensation, like something is just slightly out of place, yet you can't quite grasp what's wrong. But in the end, this is still Kazuki's shrine. It holds the weight of his past and the complexity of your feelings, whether they lean towards resentment or something softer. No matter what, it's still Kazuki. Well, we got the incense, so let's leave it. You leave incense for Kazuki, hoping it might ease whatever lingering resentments still remain. Yet after days of doing this, doubt creeps in. You're not sure it'll make a difference, and still, you do so anyway. As you bow your head in prayer, guilt lingers, an unshakable weight pressing against your heart. No matter how much you do, it never feels like enough. Not after everything that's happened. Not after the past few days. You tell everyone you're fine, that you're moving forward, but deep down you know the truth. Then, just as doubt threatens to consume you, a familiar scent drifts through the air. Warm, unmistakable vanilla, curling softly through the house from nowhere at all. Aside from possibly that cake. Next time, if we do manage to celebrate your birthday, I'll get you the sweetest vanilla cake I can find. The memory rises unbidden, pulling itself from the depths of your mind. It's so simple, so fleeting, yet it wraps around you like a quiet reassurance, a reminder that Kazuki was, and always has been, looking out for you. Affection with Kazuki increased. Yay! Well, given that we're home, the only thing we can do left is go to the bathroom. You've been so strong, holding everything together so well, but you don't have to keep struggling like this. Wouldn't it be easier to let go just a little? You don't need to rely on something so fleeting. A proper rest, just one peaceful night, might be all you need. Do you still want to play the rhythm game? Yeah! Why not? Let's try this Meow Trick 900. This is easy mode. Ah! Impressive. 85%. I feel like I'm getting less impressive here. Sanity increase. Yay, it's back to 100. Right. To bed. Your phone buzzes with a notification. It's from Mum. I'm busy with important matters. I won't be able to be there for you for a while. Take care of yourself. You stare at the screen, a sigh escaping your lips as relief floods in. What the... Good for me, I guess. Maybe I'll get some peace without her breathing down my neck. Something feels off. The phrasing is strange. Almost like she's choosing her words carefully. There's no condescension or nagging, just silence after the message. Maybe I should... You stare at the message thread, your thumb hovering over the keyboard. A simple "Are you all right?" forms in your mind, but something stops you. Memories of her constant control, her overbearing presence, flash through your mind. No, she doesn't need that from me, not after everything. Instead, you type out a single word. Okay. You hit send and lock your phone, tossing it aside. For once, the silence feels like it's yours to control. The funny thing about curses, they have a way of sticking around, don't they? Once upon a time, back in an era where lords were powerful and spirits were just as real as the air we breathe, there was a tale that began with a powerful man and a simple girl. They weren't supposed to meet, much less fall in love. The girl had a way of drawing people in, even those who should have known better. Couldn't help but get caught up in her orbit. And where sorrow lingers, darker things are never far behind, drawn not by her but by the quiet ache clinging to the ones around her. Despite everything, she had to protect them, so she made a sacrifice to save everything she cared about. But sacrifices like that come with a price. In her final moments, a wish was formed. Something simple, something all too human. But even the smallest wishes can have powerful consequences. And so, a curse was born. One that tied her fate to those around her, locking them all in a cycle they couldn't escape. Not until she made a choice. Not until someone was brave enough to break the pattern. So, here we are, curses, gods, ghosts, and a whole lot of unresolved tension. But hey, no pressure. In the end, it's all about who you choose. No big deal, right? Da-da-dum. And that's it. Demo over. Yeah, man, it's really intriguing. Like it's more horror than I would ordinarily choose for myself. But damn, I really want to know. I really want to know where it goes. I mean, it's also more my type of horror. There is something very creeping and wrong here. Whew. That was, yeah, yeah. I want to know. Yeah, what's this curse that's come down through the generations? Man. Yeah. Well, if you like the look of it, there's links in the description box. Various links that the devs sent me to put down there. So, you know, go wishlist it on Steam. The full game, I believe, isn't out yet. But go wishlist it so you know when it does, I guess. Honestly, I think I might too. It's an intriguing mystery, even if it is going to terrify me. So yeah. Would I play the full game on stream? Once again, if if I had permission to from the devs, yes. I think I probably would. Mostly because it's probably the only way I actually would get through it. It's definitely the sort of thing I need company for. But yeah. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for being here so that I'm not terrified on my own. It has been terrifying and intriguing. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is also down in the description box. The streaming schedule for this channel is both over there on social media and over here on YouTube in the posts tab. The next scheduled stream is tomorrow, 7 PM, for something with a very different vibe to this. Snow-Kissed Romance, which is, I believe, a stat building game? set on a ski slope with some retro style anime art. So yeah, that'll be a very different vibe from today, but so I hope to see you then or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya, bye bye.